thought he was gonna say, let it go.
Welcome to Miss Mojo, and today we're looking at the darkest and most surprising sitcom moments over the last 10 years.
Gary?
Oh, ma'am, Gary doesn't work here.
I know. Why are you telling me things that I already know?
We're not including animated shows, and there will be spoilers. Number 10, Holt's Demotion, Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Played by the late Andre Braugher, Captain Ray Holt was a beloved fixture of the NYPD's 99th precinct.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
No, you were right. This is the best job I've ever had, and it would be foolish to give it up over a petty feud.
Over 8 seasons, he won over his unruly and eccentric roster of detectives despite his outwardly steely demeanor. But when his rival, Police Commissioner Madeline Wunsch, found loopholes to demote him from the commanding officer position, it was a blow to him and to the fans.
I told her that I'd only spent a month as a patrolman before I made detective. She said that's against regulations and has decided to rectify the situation.
Watching him repeat his patrol officer days inspired its fair share of hilarious moments. But it was still unnerving to see such a powerful presence be brought down that many pegs. Number 9, Rebecca's Rock Bottom, Crazy Ex-Girlfriend. Rachel Bloom co-created and starred in this whimsical and sometimes incredibly dark musical sitcom about a lawyer with mental health challenges.
And also by coincidence, Josh just happens to be here.
The 3rd season finds Rebecca at her lowest point. She's been left at the altar, her friends have found out about her troubled mental health, and her mother begins slipping her anxiety meds. Things get to be too much on a flight back home, and Rebecca makes a desperate attempt at ending her life.
Do you need anything else?
No.
Though she survives, it was an impulsive and sudden turn that genuinely shocked longtime viewers. Dark humor was always in the show's DNA, but this was just dark. Number 8. Leonard cheats on Penny, The Big Bang Theory. Of his group of eccentrically genius friends, Leonard Hofstadter seems like the most gentle and loving. His crush on and later relationship with Penny captivated viewers over the first 8 seasons.
Well, this is an interesting development.
So when he came clean about having kissed another woman on a research ship some years before, it was a gigantic shock. Because Leonard spent so much of their relationship insecure about her possibly cheating, it seemed so out of character for him to hold on to that secret for that long.
What did you do?
Nothing. Really, it was just kissing.
And then what?
And then nothing. I stopped it.
Penny's hurt is clear, and the whole thing put a dark cloud over their impending wedding.
Did you ever do anything like this since
Nope,
we've been
never.
Oh, that's too bad.
Number 7. Charlie Lives. Oh, wait. 2.5 Men. When Charlie Sheen left his hit series, it definitely wasn't under the best circumstances. His media blitz, which led to some meme-worthy moments, made it pretty clear that he had no plans to return to the role of Charlie Harper.
I'm by winning.
That doesn't mean Charlie wasn't coming back. In the series finale, not only is it revealed that Charlie is alive, but it's also revealed that he's dead because a piano drops on him as he waits at the front door. Then the camera pulls back to reveal series creator Chuck Lorre, who says Sheen's iconic phrase before getting a piano dropped on him too. It's a weird and meta ending that had audiences laughing out of pure confusion.
Winning.
Number 6. Jody Dies. Mom.
This CBS sitcom followed several women in a substance use recovery group.
Couldn't imagine life without getting loaded. But now, I have something even better. I have dignity.
And given that premise, it's safe to say that their sobriety provided a lot of the show's stakes. Despite how hilarious it was, there were storylines and moments that really showed us how precarious sobriety can be.
When the group meets Jody, she's a young person with a substance use disorder in an abusive relationship.
On the day of her pal Marjorie's wedding, Christy gets a call that Jody has died of an overdose.
Jody overdosed.
She gonna be okay?
She's gone.
Left behind in the decorated church, the ladies are forced to process the loss of someone they tried to save. Number 5. Howard's mom's death. The Big Bang Theory. Although she was mostly heard and not seen, Mrs. Wolowitz's presence loomed large over the show.
Your mom having fun in Florida?
She loves it. She finally found a place where everyone talks about how sweaty they are.
Usually, we'd hear her screaming about Howard and his little friends, disgusting bodily functions, or how her son doesn't love her enough. But she was always a delight.
Howard, I made cookies for you and your little friends!
They're not my little friends, and we don't want cookies!
Howard's mother was a force to be reckoned with, to be sure. But the behind-the-scenes tragedy that led to the character's on-screen death made it all the more sad. The character was retired after Carol Ann Susie, the actress who voiced her, passed away.
Ma took a nap. She never woke up.
The show certainly became a lot more quiet without her. Her raspy, gravelly voice was sorely missed.
It's Mrs. Wallowitz, loving mother to all of us. We'll miss you.
Number 4, Mateo's Detainment, Superstore. Following the lovable employees of the fictional big box store Cloud9, Superstore wasn't afraid to look at real issues.
No union better mess with my family.
Oh, MC Cool Cloud. You're gonna be the best dad.
Oh, whoa!
When the lovable Mateo found out he was an undocumented immigrant, his co-workers banded together to hide him from ICE agents.
Although it had all the makings of a farce, once he was found and detained, it was a depressing counterpoint to the show's madcap humor. His being driven away in an official van with his hands zip-tied ended the show's 4th season, and gave viewers a lot more to think about than when their favorite show would come back.
What do we do now?
I mean, we have to fight this.
How?
No idea.
Number 3, Selena gives up her Gary, Veep. We knew Selena Meyer was terrible. We knew she surrounded herself with terrible people and only made compromises when they ensured her political power.
Then just issue a statement saying we had it sent out to be cleaned. Actually, have Bill Erickson do that because I'm having Bill Erickson replace you.
We all knew this, and yet we never thought she'd give up her most unfailingly loyal ally. Facing the possibility of career-ending criminal charges, she frames her long-suffering personal assistant.
There is no one who has sacrificed more than me.
As he's led away by the FBI, she barely offers him a glance as she finally realizes her dream of becoming America's first female president. After all, no one sacrificed more than her. Watching her complete her villain arc only to be left alone and having given up her most deeply held convictions is something to behold. Number 2, How I Met Your Aunt Robin, How I Met Your Mother. A lot of fans guessed how the series might end, but until the actual finale aired in 2014, no one knew for sure. The fans watched Ted Mosby tell his children the story of meeting their mother, only for the ending to reveal that it actually was the story of how he fell in love with his longtime friend Robin.
And that, kids, is how I met your mother.
That's it.
He does meet the kids' actual mother in the final season, but she passes away, leaving Ted free to finally be with Robin. Many fans felt cheated by this, as it had rendered much of the character development over the final season pretty much unnecessary.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. We're in the bad place. The good place. Eleanor Shellstrop knows from the first episode that she doesn't belong in the good place, essentially the in-universe version of heaven.
Eleanor, this is all happening because of you!
Ow, fork me.
She didn't live a life of good deeds and humility, and kept the angel, Michael, from finding out she hasn't earned her place in the afterlife. But in the first season finale, a bombshell realization changes everything.
And then it hit me. They're never gonna call a train to take us to the bad place. They can't. Because we're already here.
Eleanor realizes that she and her fellow souls are trapped in the bad place, and that Michael is actually a demon facilitating a torturous psychological experiment on them.
I can't believe you figured it out.
It changes what the entire show is about going forward. Which of these sitcom moments surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments.
I mean, all this hard work, all the planning, all for nothing.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.